All of you FNMs could feel free to be stuck up with me and not respond. That's fine. Your lights gonna still be off. The present government celebrated their party's victory to the polls in '92. How narrow-minded as a nation's leader. In the time of crisis, instead of trying to go to God and seek God's face for the crisis in the nation, you go to church to celebrate a party's victory. In the time of a national crisis, when a nation is in crisis, the prime minister, the king, the leader ought to set himself, especially if you are governing a Christian nation. We are in a national crisis. The prime minister has admitted we're in a crisis. This has become an anti-Christian nation. People have no more fear of God. Leaders on all levels are acting like there is no God. We got to understand that the nation is in crisis. The people of God have a responsibility. What worked for the Bahamas in the late 60s and 70s, that's a gone era. You can't make it in the Bahamas if all the present government is going to do is point back to one of them. That season is gone. What are you going to do to get us over into the future? Y'all ain't saying nothing. If this country is going to get to the next level, we have to revisit what we do as a nation and to lead our country to the next level and to the new frontiers. You can't do this by blaming all administrations. Oh Lord God of our fathers, you took care of our fathers. Man, I called Daddy last week. Daddy, I said, Dad, how you doing, man? He said, son, I never see it like this. Daddy, 92. This nation is in trouble. We in trouble. We in trouble. We in trouble. The whole country is in a mess. We got to call our politicians back to order. If you want to represent us, then clean up your hands and clean up your act. You shouldn't be in cabinet and getting contracts, not in the Bahamas. The police mad, the nurses mad, the teachers mad. We in a crisis. And I'm preaching here, ladies and gentlemen, trying to avoid a national strike. Because if somebody with sense and authority could hear me today, we don't know how serious a dilemma we are in. We're here laughing and thinking this is a joke. You got children. You have grandchildren. You have godchildren. You have a family. You gotta get focused. You gotta get serious. The nation isn't just as no longer a joke. This is not a joke. Don't just look at that BPL on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off. That's just an electrical crisis. The electricity of a nation impacts the economy of a nation because it determines the quality of how we trade. People in Bimini told me the other day that in the hotel in Bimini, people are canceling left, right, and center. So you know what that means? Our employees in Bimini now are working fewer days. It soon comes down to you. And as a people, we can't wait till it hit us to holler. You gotta holler when it hits your neighbor. I ain't scared of nobody, but all I know is if we don't do something, our nation is burning, and you sitting down twiddling your thumbs and trying to count your couple dollars. Lord, show us. This is what Prime Minister need to do. This is what Minister of the Cabinet need to do. Man, every week the Ministry of Health in crisis. Every week the minister in the news. I'm sorry for him. But at some point, Dr. Sands, you gotta throw your hand up and say, Lord, show us. Every time you look around, the Minister of Education in trouble. The Minister of National Security in trouble. You know what they need to do? Throw the hand up and say, Lord, show us. The country is on the borderline of being broke. Broke. Somebody need to throw the hand up in power and say, Lord, show us what to do.
Jesus.